this one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A final shot before half for Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation? That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Throwing on first down is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Murray. Touchdown, Raiders. Keelan Cole, 36 yards. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Monte Nicholson picks it. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step in?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. There he goes right side. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The extra point now coming from Myers. And with that, the lead is up to 8. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the two corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 54 yards. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Let's go, Seven Pirates.
To throw again on second down. Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing now is Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off of play action, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, the throw taken in by Cole. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. To swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And now here is another interception. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 28. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Working with his 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D.
Smith now to throw. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play.
And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Smith going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, check that.
Again, it's Walker. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?